Episode 33. While staring at my mostly empty, trophy case, was thinking about what I want to do for the rest of these episodes. We already had the ending episode where we rolled the credits. And I guess we could keep on going until we've gotten all the trophies, achievements in the game. But that might be a bit too much for me, considering some of them are really hard, and just in general playing the game is really hard with all the mysteries and whatnot. I think the least I want to do is, after having done it in the last episode, open all 8 of those doors underground, which might be a gargantuan task already. And of course also get these remaining letters, which surprisingly we haven't found another one yet. I guess we can work towards it. There's apparently some kind of dare mode that we could unlock by getting a lot of coins, and then we would somehow further unlock the... what did they call it? The curse mode, I think it was? Sounds scary. Sounds like the game becomes a horror game. But we all know the true horror is RNG. Anyway, we're still in this run. I've only got 34 steps remaining, and I need to make my way to a lot of places. I still want to go underground, to the reservoir, to open up more chests. I need to go to the office to get a bunch of coins. I need to spread them into the conference room. Unfortunately, we don't have the garage here. I guess we could maybe try to get it underneath the conference room if the garage can spawn that way. We'll try. Oh, we never read this though. Trophy room. The polished brass of the treasured laurels filling the trophy cases of this room reveal the pride their owner must feel having earned them. Achievement is its own reward, but a gold cup is also nice. These are much nicer than achievements. They're in-game. And that's all we have. The achievement list, I guess. Right. These things on the right side sound really, really hard. These things on the left side sound doable, but the full house sounds like the hardest one of the things on the left side. And we don't know about room 8 yet. We've never seen that. That's strange. Okay, I guess that's all that's in here. We're kind of running low on steps. We can make our way back to the dining room if we can. Later. Crap. Oh, this is good. This is perfect even. We'll do this. Yeah. We have the conference room. Oh, now we have to consider unlocking these. Okay, I'll spend 1 key, because there are more waiting for me in the conference room now. I don't know, the first one. Nothing. Okay, now we have to figure out... I guess we'll take this, but... Please, please, please don't end my run by clicking on room 46. They wouldn't be that cool, right? Because... Oh. Okay, we can actually enter it this time. Oh, would you know it? Right after we had one in the last episode. Do we want to pick this up now? I guess even if we can't lose it forever. No point in not picking it up. I could use this. It would actually maybe be too spoilery to put this up as a thumbnail, right? The crown and everything. Why can we pick it up? Is it actually equipment? You found the crown of the blueprints. The The former ruby crown of Arinda Aries, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room, while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 gem and redraw floor plans. Let me digest that. So it's kind of like an anti-red room build. So the term draw means actually selecting. So every time you get a red room, you would select it, it would disappear, you would gain a gem, and then you shuffle. It's like a free shuffle, but also you get gems while doing it, and you avoid a red room. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. And of course, Sinclair and Epson, as we know. Does this maybe indicate blue moon something? Wait, there is no blue. Marigold? What? Huh? 8 realms in 8 months. Well, shit. Crap even. We only know this side. We only barely know this side. I don't know the rest of it. But I guess we'll learn, right? By going through the underground, through the sanctum. That's the whole point. I can't believe they were hiding this. Oh, that's not a real apple. Through a second run of getting through to room 46 again. Is this something? It looks like it's something. Maybe not. Well, we kind of get a view of the back that we never saw before. Not that it matters. And of course they've got the Jones, which is combining the two, I guess. That's you, Simon. And Marigold, which... Where have we seen Marigold before? It seems to be... a combination of the Sinclairs and the Epsons again. But just that. Well, this one is the combination of Sinclair and Epson with music or something. I guess that's where the Jones comes in. Was Marigold our mother? I forget. That might make sense. And our note. Oh, we've got a few things here. Okay, that one's a bit... Let's look at this one first. The first key found here on the furthest rank. Oh, it's all the locations of the keys. This is... Thank God. We don't have to just wander around. Where's else my phone? Gotta go fetch my phone. Alright, there we are. Take a picture of that. And then let's read it. The first key found here on the furthest rank. Yep. We could have had this the first time we came here in episode 25, but that's fine. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. Okay. We've had like 2 different keys for that, so I guess we'll see. The third is high up, among all the clocks. What does that mean? And the fourth down below, beneath all the docks. Yeah, we've seen that. The 5th key is held by a king in his throne. Is there a throne room? The 6th in a station, left by one of your own. No, wait, hang on. No, okay, so that's the one we got in the station, yeah. And the fourth one down below beneath all the docks. Oh, maybe that's in the bottom of the reservoir. There might be actually more than just hints down there. I guess that makes sense. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. Major if you draft it quite late. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. What does that mean? The last key is... But there are 8 doors here. How would you unlock the last door if you don't have the key for it? And you can unlock any door, so... What the hell does this mean? Whatever. It's a mystery. But this one, the 7th is major if you draft it quite late. So that means like we have to draft some special room in one of the furthest ranks, but that term, major, we've seen like major keys before, right? So, or rather we've seen rooms that grant major keys. So this could be pointing to having to spawn in the key somehow by getting a guaranteed major key through one of these high rank positions or something, I guess. I think about the clock tower too. Or rather, I assume it's about the clock tower at the front of the mansion? Not the clock tower, but like... Oh wait, the attic. We've never been to the attic, but maybe it's there? And this. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. This was left by the intruder. I don't like that. But, I guess we have to come back here to get more instructions, I guess. Unless he's gonna be kind enough to leave this next instruction at the entrance hall. Who is this guy that can wander through this house that I'm the lord of, but can barely manage to make my way back here 2 times? Or more than once, even. I think he's saying we have to pay 100 gold 8 times, but... Does he actually have 8 letters? We've had 2 already. Weird. I don't know if this guy's on the level. What the hell's happening in this game? In this room. I don't know, I think this is just for putting the crown on top of as a set piece. I don't think it's a room that we... Well, this looks like the dining room, actually. Maybe? Not that it matters. Okay. Shall we take a crack at this? Number 1 would be... Orinda. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's number 8? Where's the 8th room? We can't highlight any more than these. Oh, unless Orinda really did become Aries? Or rather Fenn Aries? And it could like double up with 2 like this? You could also just like end the path where we started. I assume this central location is where we're playing the game, right? It was the one that was redacted from the ledgers. It's We only ever saw this continent with the north and the south and all that, I think. I don't know enough. Alright, room 46. Thanks for being an actual room in the game, I guess. Now we just have to do everything else in the game. Oh, we're kind of in trouble now. Nothing to do here, right? Yeah. We'll start with our keys. That's a lot of keys. We could use them all over in the reservoir. Maybe we want to call it a day, but I think I still want to try for at least the garage here. Because if I don't, I'd have to walk how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to the office. And if we came all the way back to the conference room after spreading the coins there, that'd be too much. Plus we have to, like, go for shops, right, to trigger the experiment? Right. Oh, we can... It's a red room, I see. Remove from today's pool. Well, the red rooms help us get crap, right? So... But we're going for the garage right now. Let's try this. We could roll the dice one more time. Really try for the garage. Or something that gives us more steps, like the kitchen. This could be the garage. The garage is 1 gem cost. Okay, we'll do it. That's kind of a lot to bank on, but it wasn't. Crap. And this is useless to us. Do we even want to step inside this? That's just a waste of steps. Well, shit. Now what? Now what? I should have gone with one of the red rooms. Or something. Oh wait, is that a pawn? I'll have to note that down, I guess. My page with the chess pieces is right about here. Secret passage. Okay. I assume a lot of rooms are going to have the pawn in it. I still have nothing written down for the bishop, though. What to do, what to do? We can make our way over to the dining room first. We only have one way back there. Let's do that and consider our remaining steps. Do we want to launder before we do anything else? I can barely remember what the laundering does, like what the extra options were. It would cost us 2 steps to check. We can maybe spare that, I guess. I hope. It could actually be a huge problem for me. We can make it to the dining room. It's fine. would we want to launder before I step in here? We've got coins that we could turn into keys, I think. Like lots and lots of keys. Maybe we lead with that. And on our way back we can get more coins from the conference room after spreading them from the office. Yeah, let's get some more keys for the reservoir. So what do these do again? No, we need those steps. If we somehow got like a shit ton of diamonds, we could get a lot of steps, but getting a lot of diamonds doesn't sound easy. We still need the dice. Not doing that. Exchange diamonds with coins. For 10 gold, exchange... Right. Oh wait, right. Well, it would still be more... It would still be 15 keys rather than 7. And we would have 7 coins to spend on something else later. Maybe I should have used these 7 keys in the locker room first. Before doing this exchange. Whatever. It's fine. Diamonds might still be useful. Okay. Back here again. Do we go down now? That's a lot of steps. I think we want to stop by the code check before we head back to the Foundation. Hopefully we have enough after eating dinner to make it all the way back here. We can explore down this route after we've screwed around and gotten some steps. Have we done this? I guess not. Didn't even notice that apple before. Well, we have plenty of red rooms now. Every box is black. Liar. Every box contains gems. Liar. Truth teller. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replaced the word every with the word this. Well, this one has to be true. I thought this would be really easy for a second, but they are getting progressively harder, so it just got funny with us, I guess. So if we replace the word every with the word this, it would become true, but only on one of the other ones. This box is black, not true. This box contains gems, so that must be it. It became true. It's still false, but it became true. Not sure what we can use those for. Not yet. I could have turned our gems into keys, but no, that would have been no change, actually. Oh, right, this. I could have drained the pool. There's a lot of things I could have done. Oh yeah, and these fruit are now spread throughout the entire house because of the secret garden. I forgot. Well, that helps us get back. Okay, so, there's also this place. Are there some coins waiting for me? Do I want to check in the sanctum key? No, I think we're fine. We want to check in the jackhammer. And... does this help us? Like to... access one of these other terminals? I don't think so. In fact, we've never triggered an experiment, so we can't do the shelter. But we can trigger the shelter whenever we want, now that we have the upgrade. As long as we get more experiments done or something. Oh wait, hang on. Crap. I could have triggered from the laboratory the spreading of the coins in the conference room to the conference room. I just realized. I mean, I have to make my way to the dining room anyway. Can't exactly work around that. Okay. Well, let's do it now. I should have done this before logging out. Remote terminal. The office. Spread gold. Run the payroll, why not? I don't know what that does, not really. And log back in just so I can check. 31 coins and 9 food. Although, we had that picture, right, from the safe house? Let me pull that up. All of those TVs, it looks like it's this central one here, yeah, exactly. So this one is A for some reason. Delete what? Delete it was the note. We know that's the archive. Could it be the letters of each of these rooms? Like the first letters? This one is the spare green room. It used to be the spare room or something. I guess it's still S. Do I have to write this down too? I guess I'm going to. Okay, first of all, new page. Page where I add the codes. We'll draw out this same thing that we have on the... from the note from the safe room. Making a mock-up of what's right in front of me on the screen. The layout of these TVs. I guess I don't have to like make it exact, but the general layout I want. It could be like a 4-letter word, a 4-letter word, and a 3-letter word. It could be just as simple as the first letter of each room, so let's try it. That is the spare green room, so I'll put down an S. There's also the note of deleted, so I don't know what that means, but... This room here is the walk-in closet, I think? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, the walk-in closet, so I guess I'll put down W. That room is the Nook. Swan. Oh, I see. Well, let's get the full thing. That's that storage room, right? We've been there a lot of times, the storeroom. And we can kind of guess. There's the office, O. Next one would be N for the nursery. Then G for the gallery. That place that's still taunting me with its stick and its infinity and all that. So yeah, Swan Song, but what about these last ones? That's... which hallway is that? It could just be the hallway. Well, we know this is security, S. And that's that special room, the, what is it called again? The showroom. I think this is the hallway, because... I don't know how this helps us, but, the message is Swan Song HSS, which is, of course, HS Sinclair. Presumably. And then delete it was written on the side, but... why? How does this do anything? I guess we could look at these other ones and try to see if there's any message. Though they don't seem to, like, line up. That's the library, the cellar, or rather the... I guess it might be the cellar. The wine cellar. LW... That's the vault, I think. Yeah. SWV, the music room M, the Nook again. I don't think there's anything to ascertain from that. That's the ballroom, I think. We've never been there, though. The pool, and the vault again. BVP, yeah, nothing. Swan Song HSS. Wait, what about... Okay, let's combine information. We know Swan Song is a password. And then we have HSS, but that's just HS Sinclair. What if it's something as simple as, like, a new password here? Just going off the information that that Swan Song is already a password, so maybe this is the same thing? Because we can add in more things, and actually... we can add in, like, 4 more. Okay, that was it. That's what this was. What's HSS? He's dead. We're not connecting to a ghost, right? Okay. Not HS Sinclair, home security surveillance. Is that guy here? What happened? Yeah? Is this the opening to the game, when we first arrived? It is. Hang on. It's the day we arrived. Oh, wait, let me write that down. Because we got that before from the calendar, but I don't have it in my notes yet. Arrival... 11/6/1993. Okay. So we have these from the day we came into security. I guess these are X's because they could be any day. And I think we'd maybe unlock... oh yeah, it seems like we'll unlock more here when we get more in the Rumpus Room, because this does correspond to the 3 times we unlocked the Rumpus Room cutscene. Okay. What about 92? No footage, okay. 91? Fine. I was afraid we would maybe find something about that one guy that was sneaking around. This is security footage, after all. We don't exactly feel secure with this guy leaving ransom notes in our office. Okay, what about 87 then? February 9th in the library. 87. 5 or 6 years ago. Is that... who are those people? Is that one Mom? And the one on the right is... maybe Herbert? He would still have been alive back then, of course. What book are they looking at? We have to keep in mind we only got this password by finding the safe house below, so... this is after having learned of our mother's involvement in the whole plot of stealing my crown. Not sure what information that tells us, though. Just that they were maybe like co-conspirators or something, which we already might have surmised. I I don't remember when this thing was stolen. It might have been before this. Probably these recordings are from before the thing was stolen and then they fled the country, maybe. So here's the entrance room. On the same day. No one yet. Did he take the book from the library? And he's walking, it seems, towards the front door. Are these 3 videos telling some kind of story then? However esoteric that story might be. This is not what I expected to find today in this episode. I meant to just go back down to the reservoir, but... And then the day after in the security room. Yep, there's Mom. Which book is that? You're showing it to us? Let me take a picture, I guess. That is not like one of the core things that we've already seen, I think. This would have been before she disappeared. And actually, I'm glad I took a photo of that. That's the train station map. Or at least a part of it. I can't show it on screen, but I have the photo of the train metro map. The thing that we just saw where it kind of had like a curving upwards shape and then went back down and then looped a little bit back in on itself. Looking at those 2 photos together, it corresponds with the "You Are Here" from the train metro that we were just in a couple episodes ago. And it indicates a single route that goes up around past 7, past the Angel Tower, goes south past 3, which is the Aries crossing, then down past 10, which is the Tanner Fork, and then past 1, which is the Oris train hall, and then to 13, which is of course the dead end. Is this maybe her indicating where she went after the theft or something? Is that dead end like a location that's some kind of extra secret safe house that she's hiding out in or something? Or wait, could that circuitous pass be like part of a code? Let me just write that down. So we start at 8. I'll just write down train here. 8, then past 7, then 3, then 10, then 1, then 13. But that's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digit code. How does that correspond to anything. Maybe like a safe or something? Well, I have it written down now. I assume that's either the route that she took while fleeing the country and that's her way of cluing in Simon, or those numbers are important in some way. Which they might be. Alright, we're still not done with today. We already did the office. So we need to get to the dining room. We also need to stop by the code check. I think we're done with the jackhammer, so we can check that in. Nothing else that I think is worthwhile to check in. Although, the crown... Well, it's not like we'll definitely get the code check to start the day. I think it might be better to check in the jackhammer, which is like a combination of hard-to-find items. The crown will always be waiting for us over in room 46, which is basically at the end of the day already. Maybe we do want the crown. For the chance of getting it early? Let's just walk over there and I'll think about it. While looking out for fruit. I think I wrote down bedroom as a pawn room. Always gotta double check. Probably best to keep the page on the chess page. Yeah, we have the bedroom. Any fruit? No fruit. There's one. Alright, decision time. What goes into our code check? The jackhammer gives us a lot of diamonds and, just in general, a bunch of other stuff. It's a shovel that's just way better. The crown lets us re-roll anytime we get a red room. We kind of know how to work the red rooms, though. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe. We can get the crown later. The jackhammer is going to be hard to get on any other day, so we'll check this in for now, and if I feel like I want to get the crown again, that just means we have to make our way back to room 46. I'm sure we can do it again, right? We've done it before. Time to get dinner. Hope I don't have to dig anything more up today. Oh, there's food there. Might as well. Did I mark this room as a pawn room? Storeroom? No, I didn't. It turns out there are quite a lot of these pawn rooms. Do they have to be the same color as... I hope they don't. They better not. Because I wasn't noting down the colors. Alright, what have we got? Country stew pie. Boiled chook stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. And I think we do have the boiler room. Yeah, we do, of course. So yeah, we get 30 extra steps. Perfect. Just what we needed. Any food? We're fine. Oh, there we go. Where was he going with that book anyway? What was that trying to tell us, that video? He was like wandering around. Then he went behind. I think the security camera had the vantage from around here. Is there like a book in the corner here or something? I don't know. One of these books? Well, let's just get over to the secret garden to start. Plenty of keys. Not that one. So, we want to go north. Let's do this. Remove this from the pool. Although, it'll just be like 1 or 2 coins as we make our way in and then out. And this red room does help us with that special trigger, right? I'll do it. Oh wait, we want to go to the conference room, that's right. Then a straight shot over here. Shall we drain the pool too? No, the reservoir is already drained. I don't want to do more work. Lots and lots of coins. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that much. Probably not enough to afford anything in the showroom. Do we want to launder anything? If I waited to launder my coins, I could have gotten, like, way more keys. I could still do it now. We could end with 14 coins, 28 keys. To take up the bottom. Let's just hang on to this and go north of the chapel. I feel like 14 keys wasn't enough to open up all the chests in the foundation, or whatever. I might be playing this wrong right now, but we can still explore more of the house, so I'd like to get a few more rooms first. What we're going for is a shop. This archive might be a pain, if we're going for that. Oh no. Right. I checked in the jackhammer. Whatever. It would have just been more gems or something, right? No items? This does let us go where we want. It'd be a lot of lost steps, though. Time to use a dice? Sure. No, wait, we can just do this. Billiard room. What's this 1 for 3 though? Is that the cloister? If it's for 3 gems, it's gotta be pretty good, right? Well, shit. It's a dead end. But it is the vault that we can't do anything with. It's 40 coins though. Today's November 29th. Just to confirm, we started on November 6th, that was day 1, so plus 22 days. Would actually be 28. No, wait. Day 1 is November 6th, right? So day 2 would be the 7th. So we'd have to add 22 to 6, and that would be 28. I have it wrong. I'm just doing the math wrong, I guess. It's close enough, so whatever. I'll just see what's wrong about my math some other time. Okay. Probably could have played that better with my dice. Crap. Well, whatever. Shouldn't have gone for the archived room. It just means our remaining steps are going to be used on junk over here. Shall we go underground first, or... That's... We have the shrine, so... Let's start spending our keys underground. I think we can make our way back to the shrine with 30 steps, I think. That actually might be a long shot. Especially because that counts as a step just there, and this also counts as a step right here. But hopefully not any further. Alright, so let's play this game. Give me this black wave, I guess. Okay, so this is the game. You have to find which blocks it is in, based on these clues. We know it's not in a blue box, because this is false. And it's not handwritten, so yeah. And this other one was... All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. So yeah, this one, we don't need it for the upstairs. I was mistaken about how that might relate. These all notes are, or all these notes are just a game of finding the sanctum key in the least amount of keys as possible. The least amount of boxes. So it's not blue. And this is false. Green memos. What do we know about green memos again? I don't think I took a picture of that. Quick check. No. No, I do not think I did. I have to scroll back about a month. Or more. Or even... No, not there. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's probably all the photos I have on this. That's it. So yeah, we know something about the green memos inside Hartman's rooms or something. Don't really remember it. Well, knowing that this is false, not all green memos found in boxes in the water are true. Give us a white box. Allowance? Don't mind if I do. That's 6 allowance. This box contains 3 allowance tokens. Indeed it does. Okay. Let's do a red box. Red moon. A black box contains allowance tokens. Not true. Did we find the only box containing allowance tokens already? Well, this means that no black box contains allowance tokens, so let's avoid black boxes for now. Let's try this white one. Green memos are lies. I don't think that's true. I think green memos might be true or might be false. Can't remember that rule about Hartman, though. Let's try this one. Pink boxes marked by sun. Oh, this is pink? I guess it's not red. Always contain blue memos. Okay, good to know. Then let's open this one for another blue. Green memos in white boxes are lies. Okay, good to know. That does correspond with this one, which seemed to be a lie, that they're always lies. Can we get any more true stories from, what was it again? Pink boxes with suns. Pretty sure there's at least one more. Yeah. Kind of running out of keys though. All boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. Okay. Wait, that one would have been better to get first. Because it's not just related to the pink box, that's redundant information then. Right? Yeah, anything containing a sun is going to be true. Oh, but not necessarily a blue memo. I guess you wouldn't have known that blue memos are always telling the truth. Necessarily. Alright, let's get a different sun. You know this one was a sun. The one containing the allowance. We could go for blue sun. Let's take inventory of all the suns, just to see how many there are. That would be another blue memo. So that's 2. Here's a third. Fourth, and okay. If we spend 4 keys on these sun boxes, that'll leave us 2 to try to get the key. Hopefully all of the true statements inside the sun boxes will point us towards the key. Only one blue box in the water. Oh wait, in the water. Before I read that. Okay. It does mean, I thought it was like the water, because these were all boxes that were once in the water, but it's referring to this water. Got it. So first of all, that doesn't really help us, it's hard to negate that one. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Well, we know it's not this one. This is the one with the sun, so we already knew that. I think we can take this one and... Green memos in blue boxes are true. I think this must be true. It can't be false. And that's the only true one, right? Of course, the false statements also kind of help us, I guess. Guess we can just go for the suns, though, for now. The sanctum key is not in a box in the water. Great, thank you. I haven't gotten a lot of notes about the sanctum key yet, so it's kind of annoying that we're down to 3 keys. But that's fine. Alright, the last sun one. Please be helpful. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. Okay, great, sure. I can't believe this crap. What do we know about the sanctum key? It's not in a blue box. I shouldn't have been opening blue boxes. Even if they contain true statements. I mean, they might have pointed me towards the thing. We also know it's not inside the water. So it's none of these. It could be this one or this one. Not that one. We've got like several boxes to choose from still. Kind of annoying. Oh crap. I'm just going to pick this one, my gut. Well, would you know it? This box contained a sanctum key. When I said my gut, I was referring to how it's kind of like behind this huge structure. It felt like it's like a box trying to hide from your view. I can't believe this though. Well, I'm glad we got it. I'm not sure how you would have found this by using the notes. I mean, we ruled out the blue boxes and the boxes in the water. I guess that helped. Feels like there was probably like a better intended route to find this though. Like by using logic and all that. We're going to get rid of this key anyway if we exchange something for something else, right? Like exchange... This is actually a problem for me. No. We can't go back to the locker room anymore. I kind of missed my window too. Unlock all of the rooms there. I could spend all of my coins and go back there, but then we couldn't put anything into the shrine, and I kind of want to cash in on the shrine with these 76 coins. So we're going to do that. After we cash in these keys at the sanctum, that's more important. So the last thing we'll do with this key is maybe gamble on one of these boxes having more allowance. Maybe this white one? The prize is in a box marked by the wave. I think that's probably true, right? That's the one we found here. Or not. Wait. Well, we don't know if this is true or not. But now I'm worried about this one. These will stay unlocked forever, right? Maybe this was meant to be a game that you come by every once in a while, like every day or something like that. To unlock more doors with keys, with what limited keys you have. And each day you have to think about which excruciating decision you have to make to open up a box or something. Alright, so we have to go this way. This will be another step as we come to the underpass. And then another one for the sanctum. Going on a little bit longer for this sanctum shenanigan stuff. Oh, I don't know what I want to unlock here. Well, which one can we solve? Let me consult my pictures with the stamps and all that. We have Aries, which has thunderstorms, appears kind of violet-ish, I think. Sort of blue. Not black, of course. So yeah, probably violet. And we're not completely confident on the symbol. Let me go to my page here. We assume Aries is a diamond. And actually we have most of these combinations kind of assumed. But the ones that we're most confident in are Probably Fenn, Aries, and a Raja, right? Wait, do we know a weather for a Raja? I don't think I do, actually. Even if we know the weather for a Raja, we don't exactly know the, what ray corresponds to that. We could try like different combinations, but it's a bit of a hard thing to do. And actually, even if we know the color, the core, and the location, we're kind of missing the other thing, the pips, the motes. I don't think we have motes for any of these other places, but we can infer some of them based on lore. Like Aries had the opening of the 5th zone power plant. So I assume the mote there would be industrial. We might have enough information for Aries. There are a total of 8 motes, so I assume all 8 of them are going to be used. We already did Metropolitan for Arinda. Would we have anything for... I really want to do a Raja. We just don't have the weather though. We could do like a elimination thing. We know it's in the south, right? So maybe it's heat. What would the mote be? Maybe like poetic or spiritual? Not sure what we know about a Raja other than that. That's where the Epsons are from. They've got the swan and all that going on. Well, we know Fenn Aries. That one was like the one given to us as the example. Did I take a picture of that one? Why didn't I take a picture of that? Well, even if I didn't, I kind of have an idea for it. It was the pentagon with red border, and I believe the example used... Right, it had fog. That was on the stamp. I had a picture of that at least. Okay, let's go for Fenn Aries because we can solve that one. If I play my cards right, we could maybe do 2 of these in one episode. So let's get a red. Red is kind of hard to see in my picture. Kind of jaggedy, almost lightning-y lines. Oh, we should do this first, because that changes the border too. No, wait. We don't know this one. We don't know the locations of these things. All we know are the... We know these, at least. Fog was the 2 lines. I think we passed over it. Or wait. Can only some of these be selected with... Oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh, wait a second. Is this actually fog? This one here? I thought it was just 2 lines, but it could be like the 3 lines as well. Okay, then red was the jaggedy ones. Is that it? No, that's yellow. That's it. That's red. But we don't know about this one. Oh wait, that's... damn. Gotta get back to the other. Well, actually, I guess at this point, if we're confident in all of the others, and the game isn't too cruel to us, we could brute force this. Gotta shuffle back to red. There. Of course that changes it, right? Damn it. Well, what was here again? The, I'm already forgetting. The example used the Marshall thing, right? Or did it use the... Yeah, yeah, Marshall. The one I just passed. There, okay. So now we just need this to be red. And we can begin the brute force, I guess. Hopefully. Didn't like that. Alright, so we need to turn this one. And of course that changes the border, so... try that. No, okay. Oh wait, that was it. So it turns out it was the four corners. Got it. All you need is like 3 of the 4, and the last one you can brute force, I guess. I guess you could brute force as much as you want, but that's about my limit for brute forcing. More die box, the Fenn Aries variation. At the end of the War of the Fifth Era, after the Grand Realm of Fenn Aries was established, more Ajai boxes of the realm were graced with red tiles in honor of General Teskin's victory. When these tiles are pressed, all black tiles on the box will turn red in triumphant victory. Okay, yeah. This is what I've been wondering, and it just kind of confirms it through funny box lore. Fenn Aries is Orinda, as I've been suspecting for a long time. They took over the place and renamed it. It's also Oris or whatever. Red, or rather black, became red. While all white tiles on the box turn black, serving as the outclassed and struggling reinforcements of the dwindling Desolee's army. Probably representing the scattering of the black. The original Orindians, I guess, which is like Simon and his heritage, and obviously what it's explicitly stating here. So yeah. When red tiles are pressed, all black become red, and white tiles become black. We of course want red here. Reset? Is there a reset? There it is. So, when we press red, black becomes red, and white becomes black. Or just the one? What's the rule again? Are these not white up here? Oh, that's a different color. That's kind of gray. We know green flips across. Orange... What does orange do? What did we just do there? We pressed this and it became gray. Does it become the color of 2 neighboring things? This one seems tough. Let's try that with the greens, I guess. flip that and I just want to experiment here, that's all. Okay, this should work. If we do... no, wait. Ah, geez, I can't experiment like this. I'm just going to assume orange becomes the color of two things that's neighboring it. We could try it like this. No, wait, we can't move anything anymore. Oh, wait. It becomes the color of the thing below it? Okay. That's easier. How do we set? So we gotta get the oranges up there, I think. Maybe? We gotta do all of our positioning with black and green. This one sure is something. That's a red up there. But then what? Oh, it doesn't become the color below. Oh, it just became red. It has to have like red above or below, I guess, to become it. Oh, can we do this? And then shift it across, or... Again, I just want to experiment with this. Do this, then that, and click this, and flip it. Okay, that does reset it, so we can't do that. Once the color is locked in, you can't move that color. This one's kind of confusing. We made this one gray before. I don't know how, though. Oh, that became gray somehow. I guess just pressing white becomes gray. To get 4 reds, we would need to convert these orange ones to reds, right? But I don't think we can move them from their position. But that's the only way we get more reds. I mean, we can always come back here, right? Once we learn more about the rules. Feels like we're just missing the rules about the orange one, though. That became gray. Which is no good, of course. Oh wait, it might just be 2 adjacent colors, maybe. If we did this and then... did this and then... I don't know. There, so this would become green. Okay, that's how that works. Not that that helps us, but it does tell us how it works, I guess. So we would need two adjacent colors for this to work. Oh, does white become... It moves over to the gray one, I guess, somehow? Or maybe white becomes gray, and then gray becomes white if it's adjacent. Like, this. I guess. Maybe. Can we get all of the whites adjacent? If we were to flip this up and shift this around and then flip this down. Yeah, that's how that works. Well, now we've got, I don't know what we've got. We could do this. Or this, rather. And then these can move around like that. We're just back here. There's no way to move this red one from the center, it seems. Can't get a black here in one of these ones, so... It's about the best we can do. One more crack. I feel like if we could... How did we get another black again? We got two blacks somehow. White tiles become black. Yeah, we turned a white tile into a black one. Or rather, we turned two white tiles into black. If we can make this orange one a white one, well, we would need another white. We could make orange into gray. Okay, yeah, let's start with that. Like, reset. So get this over here, turn this to gray, move this along, flip that and flip that. Now we got two whites. And I think we just want to do the same thing on the opposite side. So flip that here. I think. We want this white to become this orange to become a white, I think. These whites can become reds quite easily. We'll do this temporarily. We'll flip this around, shuffle it. Oh, it was just good. Oh no, except... flip that up. Here, do this, and then flip that around. Store that white there. Flip this back down, and then do that. And now that's a gray, which is good, right? So make these white. And now we want to do the same over here by shuffling. We can just do this. Get this up here. Do this, I think, and then... That's almost good. We're almost there. I'm pretty sure I can solve with this. Now we got 4 whites. Well, we want our whites in each 4 corners. And to do that, we would need to shift these around somehow. If we, for example, do this, this? No, wait. This. Now we've got 2 whites in those corners, I guess. But we have to get the black down there again. So we can get more whites in these corners. It's the only one that we can move things around with. Of course, the black can become a red, so we can end with the black like right here. We just need something in the corner again. So put us back up there. We need a green down here. Can we do that? Oh, kind of like that, and then swap us around. Shuffle us this way. Now the greens are kind of uncomfortably in the corner. This is what we wanted before, so we can flip that, do that, and that's it. I'm gonna press the button now. It took a while, but we got there. For a single allowance token. But the true prize was knowledge. Ah, and here's that museum. First we'll take a picture of this, I guess. So much lore in this little house. I guess it's a huge house, but still. Got a picture of that. And let's have a look here. I'm actually writing this last postcard, sitting at my desk at home. Yeah, it seemed pretty clear to me that he would... If there were only 7 places to choose from, that is, the last place he would go to would be the place he started in. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency. But I am tempted to save the postmaster a trip, as it will just wind up here once again to join the other 7, which I am pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk, safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I made, and lessons learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. Herbert. Baron H.S. Sinclair. From the Mount Holly Estate, Reddington, Fenn, Aries, 63080. P.S. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost. Okay, let's take a picture of this too. And I think we're good. So this confirms we unlocked these 2 doors, which are both the first and the last part of his trip. Now we just have to figure out the rest. Great. Well, I think I'll do that next time. We have one more sanctum key to work on, and I'll have to decide which of these doors I want to open. Which ones I can maybe solve the sigil for. I think... yeah. They patched this in. Save and quit. No. No, they did not. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, shit. What do I do? I want to end my recording session, but I can't do that. Okay, we already made the episode longer than usual. We'll go on even longer. I just wanted to make it a 90-minute thing, but... what can we solve? Look at my notes quickly. Try not to spend too much time on this. I think we were confident about Aries. Araja, we are just missing the... well, no, we're missing quite a lot. We don't have the weather, and we don't have the position of the sigils, and we don't have a lot. That's the one that's kind of most interesting to me, but as for what we can solve, I guess Aries, which I think is this one, would be a violet diamond with a bunch of storms and industrial stuff. So we can try that with some brute force. Okay. First of all, this one. You know it was industrial, which looked like the washer. I assumed it was industrial based on the smokestack. That's kind of as clear-cut as you can get. Should have been lightning. I guess could also be rain, but no, it should be lightning. And we can just try these one by one with the border, which should be... as soon as I can open my photos. Of all the colors of that stamp, I'm pretty sure it had to be violet if it wasn't black, which it wasn't. So it should be the one with the alternating horizontal and vertical lines. That one. Let's try this. No, didn't like that one. So do that. That one. Didn't like that. Try this. Didn't like that. I could be completely wrong about like the weather or the industrial thing or whatever. No sense in giving up until we've cycled through everything though. I could even be wrong about the violet. That this might not even be Aries. Didn't like that. Try that. No. Oh, damn it. Which one is it right after? It's right after the diagonals or whatever. Wasn't that? after this one. Wasn't that? Oh no. I think we've looped. I think I'm completely wrong about something here. It might not be violet at all. Well, shit. I think maybe we just have to admit that we don't know enough about this one and come back later. Luckily the door is going to remain unlocked forever now, right? I assume so. This might not even be Arch Aries, I just did that by process of elimination. We'll need more information. Alright, back up. We'll cash in our money at the shrine, call it a day, and I can end the recording session. Let's just make sure this is in the right position as we leave. In case for some reason we open up the tomb and want to cross over from the other way, I guess. I good? That's good. I think getting letters in the mailroom is going to be one of our key things, just because the stamps are huge information for colors, for countries, and even for the cores in the center based on correlation. Correlation. Do I want to empty the pool before I leave? I guess I could. It won't do anything for us now, we don't have any keys to open up the thing. Not anymore. But for future runs that would be good. Do we need anything else in the reservoir now that we emptied it? There was maybe that one that still had a gift inside. Let's just do it. I'll worry about it later. Fill it up. Pool is here. We want it to go this way. So yeah, just press the pool button. And ideally we want this on 13 to drive around in. Four and then... How would we get 2? Need 7 more, so what's in here? We could do 3 and 3? Yeah, let's do that. Kitchen is number 4. Oh, it goes into number 2. Crap. Crap. put this back into number 1, I guess. Flip it around. Back into the reservoir. Kitchen goes into number 2. Then into the reservoir. That's at the level we want now. But we want the kitchen filled back up and the pool still empty. How can we do that? What goes into here, number 2? It's just the kitchen, actually. And the reservoir. Okay, let's actually fill up number 2 with the reservoir. And then we can fill up the reservoir with this. Although, wait, do the kitchen first. Yeah, we just need to put 4 back in the reservoir as our last step. Alright, so there's 1 there now. This can go into also the fountain. Yeah, give us the fountain. And put it in this way. Kind of annoying hoops we have to jump through. But if I can do this once, I think it'll be the best position we can be in for a long time. Okay, so now we want this 4 to go into the reservoir, but how do we get more back into the fountain? Oh, right, through this. Okay. So yeah, put 4 into reservoir. This is set correctly. It has to go through here into there. Then after this we... No, what? God damn it. Because I had the button pressed. Okay, go back in. I just put the button on pool. I'm supposed to be ending my episode here, please. I put that 4 in the reservoir. Then we don't touch the reservoir after this. Reservoir level is good. So the last thing we want to do, as future-proofing, is put water in the fountain, I think? Or is this good? Is this exactly what we want? Like water in tank 1 and then filled up this thing so that this water, this useless water, is somewhere we don't need it, and then... Yeah, I think we're good. We could just fill up the fountain if we want, I guess. Why not? Alright, now we have this if we want to, like, empty the aquarium for some reason, somehow. Well, we could do it now. There's 3 empty spots plus 4, which is enough. Okay. I'm just future-proofing it. This is really annoying to have to shuffle around. We'll figure it out. To empty the aquarium, number 3, it has to go into this one. But before we do that, we need to put a bunch of water into number 2 here. So we'll do that using the pool. Because number 2 is kind of hard to work with. You just have to shovel things into the fountain and then into the reservoir number 2, or the tank number 2. So we'll leave number 2 like that. What's that doing? Oh, it's emptying the fountain, right. Oh no, we want to move that back in. Is there some indication with, like, the dark gray and the lighter gray? Probably not. We've already been down the fountain, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so the last step was to empty the aquarium through here. Now we just press buttons. And make sure we don't press the reservoir button, because that would absolutely screw me over. I saw you try to highlight the reservoir. I'm being careful now. And lastly, the aquarium, for whatever this does. We'll learn later. Should we learn now? It's actually 4 steps away. We've got 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, or 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We wouldn't make it. No time to check the aquarium. Alright, we're all good. The greenhouse. Right, yeah, that's good. That's good filled with water. Now without wasting any steps, let's leave the house. Foundation. Do the garden. The parlor room. The pool. Can't open that. Security. And out through the front door. And finally cash in at the shrine. What a long-ass day. We accomplished a lot, though. Like a lot. This was the run where we figured out how the pump room works and connected to, or rather the boiler room, and connected it to all of these places. I'm surprised it's still the same day, but I guess once we unlock the pump room steam thing to drain the reservoir even more, that just extended how much we could do. Put it all in. I guess the limit before things stop appearing here is 30. That could be like... It could just be an animation limit or something, but it could be like the expected limit the player would put in. Of course, the coins are useless to us at this rate, so... Okay, the blessing of the chef. For each different type of spread that you do each day, add an extra dish to the dining room. That's good for steps, I guess. And it'll last 7 days, I guess, because of how much we spent. Maybe the coins adjust how many days it lasts, and then the blessing is random, or something. The way I would originally think is that the blessing has a different tier of how good it is based on how much coin you spend. I want to check in here before we end the day. The Black Bridge Grotto. I should have saved this for the next episode. What the hell is all this? Do I have to take pictures of these too? Are these all around the room? Just the one. Well, I'm taking it. What is this, binary? And... photo. Okay, one at a time. These are not monitors, so I can't work with them, or rather they're not computer terminals. Just this one section over here seems to be not on, it's broken. It's a supercomputer. Why is this here? You found a small data microchip. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Where? I mean, here, obviously. So we have to find 2 more, I guess, to open up this door. But where the hell would they be? Hey, what's up? Blackbridge. Blackbridge Network Administrator Controls, admin key. Lowercase? Well, we can't enter our last password, but... we'll try Swan Song. Then N, then G. Sure, we're not the admin. Oh, we can't enter the last one. This is different from a password. Okay, we're still gonna try it. I passed it. This probably isn't the admin thing, it's probably just for the home security system, HSS. But we can still eliminate the possibility. That's it. Yeah. Nope, okay. So it was just for the security camera. Oh, and there's also a lowercase. What the hell? I mean, it's Blackbridge, right? There was that one note. The note inside that's always been in the hallway, the one that gives us 4 coins or whatever. And notably, it was just bridge that was lowercase. I still remember it. I obviously passed T. I'm too busy thinking about the name of that one room, which I can't remember. Is it just this? No. Alright, one last try. For something stupid, and then we're giving up. Kinda wish the last entry thing would work for your failed attempts too. the weird way that note was written, bridge it, with bridge lowercase and then the rest uppercase. How about that? Nope, not that. Okay. We don't know it. Well, son of a bitch. We've got even more mysteries. I was just kind of hoping this would lead into the basement through that brick wall that we don't know how to open yet still. Turns out it's even more mysterious than I could have ever possibly imagined. And with one step remaining, we're at the campsite. It turns out there's still a lot of things I can do without looking things up, but there's still so much to find. Oh, we have these though. In the bottom, these sigils, for the things we unlocked. That's great. Slowly but surely, I hope. Oh, right. We gotta do it from here. We have a lot of allowance now, 19 every day. It's pretty crazy. The Mount Holly Garden Manor. We've gotten that before, but it's so much more than just the Garden Manor. I guess the most interesting stuff was underneath the house this time. Alright. Time to call it. This episode was twice as long as I meant to make it. Could have made it 2 episodes, but I guess I just ended up making it extra long. That's fine. Next time I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to get more of those stamps or more information on how to correlate different countries to their sigils and all of that, and just in general find the keys. And of course, the red letters, which even still elude me. It's exhausting to think about all of these things that I haven't gotten yet, but at the same time, it's also kind of exciting. But I do need to know when to call it, so now would be a good time to take a break.